welcome to the Economist Diary in week 9. And time flies, happy December. This video contains important weekly news and also many other fun economics related information. So without further ado, let's get started. On Tuesday, Germany has released the GfK CPI in December, which is minus 27.8, higher than the prediction, and 0.3 higher than last month. France released CPI in November, which is 87, 4 points higher than last month. Also, the Eurozone Economic Sentiment Index released on Wednesday, which is 93.8, suggests that the euro has rebounded and the recovery of Eurozone probably because the upcoming Christmas holiday, in which people's want for luxury goods and purchasing power rise a bit. On Thursday, statistics released by the US showed that many inflation measures slowed in October, considering the reduction on core PCE price index year on year from 3.7% to 3.5%, and the personal expenditure month on month from 0.7% to 0.2%. Although they fluctuate in a very small number, they also add to the case for the Fed to end its tightening and reinforcing the narrative that boosted global markets last month. Besides, the easing of inflation concerns has also given a huge boost to bank stocks. At the end of November, JP Morgan's market capitalization grew 12.2% to $451 billion. Tesla's market capitalization increased by nearly 20% last month to $763.2 billion, as the prices of Model 3 and Y cars rose in China. It also suggests that exemption from subsidizing electric cars in China, the demand does not fall. Instead, it is still rising. Additionally, the market capitalization of large global companies, led by well-known technology companies, rose sharply in November due to falling U.S. Treasury yields and growing expectations that global central bank may cut interest rates, in which Apple's market capitalization jumped 11.2% to $2.95 trillion over the past month, and Microsoft's market capitalization increased by 12.1% to $2.8 trillion. And NVIDIA announced a 206% year-on-year increase in third quarter revenue to $80.1 billion, with its market capitalization soaring 14.7% to $1.15 trillion. The company also expects revenue in the fiscal fourth quarter to be higher than expected, citing improved supply chain conditions and strong demand for its artificial intelligence chips. All the information above depicts a perfect picture of that the US seems to stabilize their inflation rate and may reduce their interest rate in the future. However, as the Sambalian Barbe, head of emerging markets research and strategy at Crédit Agricole, said, the market is wondering if the expectations for a rate cut in the US next year are a bit ahead of schedule. From Powell's perspective, it may be tempting to warn the market not to be overly optimistic about a possible rate cut to keep monetary conditions tight enough to ensure that deflation is sustainable. This is a very interesting point, so please comment your thoughts below. Lastly, the Bank of America states that the upcoming US presidential election will not only determine the US policies but also affecting the performance of Japanese yen. And here's a tip. Although it is not 100% accurate, but with a democratic presidency usually leads to a weaker yen, while Republican administrations tend to see the opposite. According to the Banks of America, the Japanese yen has depreciated 40% after Biden was selected. Even though the main cause is due to Japanese long-term contradictory monetary policy met the significant rise in interest rate by Fed. The US and Japanese exchange rate is currently 148. The unstable risks of yen also includes the labor market in the United States, the global PMI, its global investment level, and many domestic and foreign policies. So the trend of yen will be very much affected. So that is the end for this week video. Hope you guys will like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. See you in the next video. From 3.7% to 3.5%, and the personal expenditure